Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Shifts by him, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They run again with Dowdle. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. They run here with Dowdle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the run, it's Dowdle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And they'll have it. And Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion.
Go.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Fields changing the play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On play action, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will hand the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now an audible here into something else. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still first
And let's
down.
remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
4 yards on the pickup.
Fields now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And out now come the Cowboys. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A running play, it's Dowdle. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Now Prescott. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Herbert. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Fields being chased out left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Fields. Open man, he finds command. Touchdown, Chicago. yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown in this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A handoff for Herbert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Fields steps away. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. From 13 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Second down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. 3rd and 4. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Here's Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But fortunately, he's able. Fumble, that could have been trouble. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Chicago! Equanimeous St. Brown, 52 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
A gain of 26 yards.
Off the play fake, Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Cowboy first down.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
And the Bears first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Herbert once more. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. Rolling to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Again, Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Jackson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Fields. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a lot.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
First down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
From the 41, here's second down and 3. Prescott now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Herbert, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
1-yard gain.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This now a 3rd and 4. Fields out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it.
You got it. Here we go. Go.
They snap it to Fields. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The game. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. Herbert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw. Fields. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Fields buying time to his left. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Fields rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think they'll.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing, Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Play action. It's Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And it'll be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.